cancel everybody's at this point, but I do keep sending suggestions to the White House. Like, I think if you majored in something like psychology or related field, but as an adult you keep getting into toxic relationship after toxic relationship, student loans forgiven.
Yeah.
You clearly did not learn what you were supposed to learn when you were okay? Let it go. 18 is not a good decision-making age though, right?
All right.
Anybody here make good decisions when you were 18? No, I was still a kid. I made terrible decisions when I was 18, including dating men much older than myself. And that was back before we knew it was bad. I was born in the 1900s. It's a fun little thing they say on TikTok. I don't know if you've heard it. They're like, the 1900s? I'm like, that's fucking mean. Gen Z, I see what you're doing there, but we don't need to say it like that, okay? It was a different time back then. We didn't know it was weird to do that because we didn't have the examples we have like now, like Leonardo DiCaprio dating 19-year-olds all the time. Our Leo was a different Leo.
Yeah.
What's eating Gilbert Grape Leo?
Yeah.
Okay, some other elder millennials. Geriatric millennials, that's another fun one. You heard that one? Geriatric, it's like, listen, if you're gonna call me a geriatric millennial, at least make Botox covered with health insurance. Give me a diagnosis, something I can use. What does that even mean? I'm a social justice warrior in the streets and problematic in the sheets. Gen Z hates us, boomers hate us. This is just a roundabout way of saying I have bad tattoos. Anybody else? We are the generation that did that, right? You know, what do you do when you get a bad tattoo? A few years later, you just get a bigger, better tattoo over it. Yeah, I got a cover up on my back a little while ago. I was very excited about it, and the first thing someone said to me was, aren't you worried you're gonna regret it the same way you regretted the first one? And I was like, look, if you think of tattoos as a thing to regret, we're just two different people. All right? Like, I don't regret the stupid fairy tattoo I got on my lower back in 2007. I regret 2007. That's an adult regret. Best part of that joke is the cover-up tattoo is a witch with 2 cats. So, see how I feel about that in 20 years. The reason I didn't know it was weird to date older men at first was because my parents had a really big age gap. And you know how you don't know something's weird about you until you get made fun of for it as a little kid? Yeah, I was like 7 years old, 2nd grade. Everyone in my class starts yelling out how old their parents were. I chimed in all excited. I was like, my mom is 30, whatever she was. And then I was like, and my dad is 63. Yeah, I was not as good at math as you guys are. It just went right over my head. And this one kid though, he got it, he honed in on it. He was like, oh my God, your dad is 63? I can't believe your dad is 63. I was like, I can't believe you shit your pants in gym class. And here we are saying our observations out loud. My parents actually did get divorced when I was very young. Not even because of the age difference. It just turned out my dad unfortunately had a gambling problem. Turns out he just couldn't walk away from the racetrack, only us. I'm glad that like some of you at least laughed at that. If you didn't laugh, you're not an empath. They did get divorced when I was young, and here's the thing, like, my mom did try to stop him from gambling. Like, she tried to like ban him. She's like, you're not allowed to do it anymore. And he would just obviously sneak off and do it anyway. Like, he would be gone for hours. And when I told someone that, they were like, well, how do you know he wasn't cheating? And I'm like, look, my dad did a lot of things, but I know that when he snuck off, that he was really at the racetrack because he would take me with him. ADHD runs in the family. He could babysit me and go to the racetrack at one time, you know, multiple things at once. It's okay, guys, I'm in therapy now. I think we like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for therapy, I think the stigma isn't quite as bad. My therapist is great. She's always like, Rachel, you need to reframe your negative thoughts. You know, like you've heard people say, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Every dark cloud has a silver lining. She said, how about you try one? I was like, when you're codependent, you're never alone. That was pretty good. Yeah, she also told me that I'm an over-accommodator or people pleaser. You know, I'm always going above and beyond for the people in my life, so much that I let passive aggression build up inside. She's like, I think we need to devote the entire next session to talking about it. I I was like, sure, whatever is best for you. Whatever you want to do, fine with me. She thought for a while I had something called a love addiction, which love addiction is the same thing as being codependent, but if you call it an addiction, religion can profit from it. Just wanted to see where we were with that one. It's okay. I actually, not anymore. I used to identify as an atheist, which means I'm still a good person. I just don't know why. I don't think I can be an atheist anymore because I have crystals now, and I think you're not allowed. I think when you sign the manifesto, they're like, if we find you with crystals, you're out. You can't. The thing is, like, a lot of atheists are like almost like religious themselves. That's what I thought was funny. They're like, we need to write a 10-page dissertation to scientifically disprove the existence of God. And I'm like, I just thought this would be no work. I think I'm in the wrong place, clearly. But the love addiction thing, you're not really addicted to ADHD, is real. I got distracted from my other joke. But you're not really addicted to love, you're addicted to the chemicals inside your own brain that fire off during a new, often very bad for you relationship. So I don't think we should call it a love addiction. That doesn't make sense. That's like saying you're addicted to coffee, but really you just can't stop blowing the barista. It's not the root of the problem, you know? So like as I get older, I try to be more responsible. I started dating someone new. I told him about the love addiction. He was like, oh, that kind of freaks me out. I think we should slow things down. I was like, hey, guy, you can relax because it's not like I'll ever actually love you. That's reframing negative thoughts, guys. I'm just using therapy there. Okay, I think I have a normal amount of baggage. I've been cheated on. Anybody else? Clap it up. I like the woo for it. You go the woo. If you're not clapping, you're wrong. But I know, I get it. I get why you wouldn't want to clap for that. Because what happens in today's society when you get cheated on now? You get victim blamed for it. Like you did something to make that happen. I think that's pretty messed up. I found that out the hard way, scrolling down Instagram, minding my own business. I saw a meme. It said, never let your man leave the house hungry or horny. Yeah, we agree with that? Let your man leave the house hungry? I know, it's controversial. I'll take a stand. I do agree with it. I say take it even further, more extreme, never let your man leave the house. Just tie him to a chair in the basement and put Love the Way You Lie by Eminem featuring Rihanna on repeat. You'll know how you feel. I know I'm a bit of a jealous person, which I know is a negative trait or whatever, but I do think me being jealous is the main thing that has prevented me from joining a cult. You've seen the documentaries, right? Yeah. Cult leader is just one abusive boyfriend with a little more ambition. I could get down with some of the ideologies, but too many other bitches, you know? Not for me. You guys seem pretty hip, so I don't want to offend anybody. I know there's a difference between a cult and a consensual open relationship, okay? If anyone here is in an open relationship, I think that's perfectly fine. However, if you're in an open relationship and on a dating app, a little arrogant. Okay, that's like having a kid on purpose. Wish I had that confidence. And some of the women I do get, I do understand some of the women doing it. I'm on are we on dating apps out there? Are we happy? How are we? We don't know. Single and happy? Hell yeah, I love that. So you're not on the apps if you're single and happy. But when I got on, there's a lot of I do get women doing it, but whenever I saw a guy that was in an open relationship and they're partnered and poly, I'm like, there's no, your wife hates you so much. But she's like, I don't even care if just be going 2 Tuesdays out of the month. I don't care if you go on Tinder, fuck somebody else, whatever. I'm like, how is that appealing for me? What is the man that your wife lets you go on Tinder? What are you gonna do for me, for real though? It's just not appealing. I'm sorry. All right, I'll get you back to. Is there have you in a swingers meetup? Have I? I know. I respect. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I have a lot of friends who are in open relationships relationships, they're like, Rachel, you know, everybody tells each other who they're dating and who they're having sex with, so there's no jealousy. And I'm like, I have ADHD and I don't like people that much. Okay, I don't even want to be in a group text. That's too many people to keep track of. Like, how do you even, and you know, there's more ways to cheat in open relationships. There's spreadsheets and everything. Like, there's more boundaries. But what made me laugh when I got back on the apps was that it's called ethical non-monogamy now. Did you guys know that? Yeah, I have to check, because like half of you are in thruples and the other half have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I have to set up the joke by just getting everybody on the same page. But it's called ethical non-monogamy now, and I thought that was very funny the first time I heard it, because I just think the ethical should go without saying. You know, that would be like if you went to a restaurant, you opened up your menu, and there was something on there that said edible pizza. Like, is it a pizza, or does it have a secret girlfriend? What's up with the pizza? Or like, if you got onto your airplane and you were introduced to your non-suicidal flight captain. Yeah, I hope so. Feels kind of like it should go without saying a little bit, but sure, put it in the job title.